Have you ever wanted to live in a different fantasy world? Well, prolific gamers have probably had the closest experience, particularly thanks to these two games, Skyrim and The Witcher. But among both of these, which one is better? Well, let's dive into it. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt and The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim are two of the best fantasy role-playing games to be published. Since quite some time, there have been several discussions on which RPG is the best, and various people offer their own perspectives on the matter. They both provide players an interesting narrative set in a fanciful universe where they can act out a hero's journey. But they also have different gameplay, aesthetics, and world designs. The Witcher 3 by CD Projekt Red is a culmination of the novels authored by Andrzej Sapkowski, whereas Bethesda's Skyrim is a unique story set in its own fictitious universe of nerd. So, to compare the two is a real challenge. The story of The Witcher begins with Geralt going on a quest of Ciri, his adopted daughter, and encountering many of his previous companions along the way. This plot succeeds in hooking players from the start with a variety of decisions influencing the result of various phases of the main campaign. However, the narrative of Skyrim is completely different and, nonetheless, incredibly grand. Beginning the game in terms of writing, in the middle of an ongoing plot, is a simple narrative trick used by this RPG to captivate players. The main enemy of the game, Alduin the World Eater, unexpectedly arrives just as the player, a common person caught traveling across the border, is about to be executed. So, both of them do a really good job at captivating attention. We consider this a draw. The gameplay in Skyrim is varied and features a variety of combat weapons, long-range weaponry, magical powers, and spells. This ultimately contributes to its ability to give gamers a variety of choices and game-playing styles. As a result, this RPG allows for the creation of numerous unique builds, which is what makes it valuable every time you replay. On the other hand, The Witcher 3's combat system, which features simple controls, a parrying mechanism, and a dodge button, is its strongest feature. All of this helps to make the game's monster hunting and combat in particular interesting and satisfying experiences. However, despite immersive battles, you might get tired after recreating the style of play a couple of times. In this regard, Skyrim does have the upper hand in terms of gameplay. Skyrim's visuals were pretty impressive considering it was released in 2011 and offered a variety of scenery with open plains, steep terrain, and glaciers with ice caps. Even in 2022, Skyrim feels fresh thanks to the emergence of a multitude of patches that improve the game. The Witcher 3 showed us an equally beautiful environment where one might go on adventures. The sophisticated technology used in the game, which was published 4 years following Skyrim, is seen in every screen of gameplay. Additionally, the game's second DLC, Blood and Wine, added additional regions with a bright visual that wasn't present in the original edition. Honestly, it really just boils down to actually seeing the graphics firsthand. You would realize that The Witcher pretty easily takes the lead in this regard. So, with all else tied so far, there might be one last thing that would help us decide the difference: the protagonist. Whilst the entire Elder Scrolls series offers no backstory about the protagonist, you may argue it's for increased freedom, as players might play pretend. However, the issue arises as the storyline often makes one take decisions that might contradict what they perceived. The Witcher allows freedom in the campaign itself, whilst keeping the story complete with an offered background about Geralt. At the same time, the existence of the Dragonborn is often overlooked as the game lacks expressionism on part of the Dragonborn, making the role seem a bit dry at times. So, in the end, The Witcher comes out on top because of these metrics. However, preference still plays the biggest role. Irrespective, there is no denying that both these games are beyond amazing. So, which one is your favorite? Let us know in the comments. Also, be sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos. Thanks for watching.